Gamers, hello. Infernal. Here. Now. Very exciting. Very excited to do once again the same thing we always do. With a special day. But I mean, isn't to some degree a normal day a special day because it is normal? Sometimes the normality of things can be better than the randomness of things. Sometimes the knowledge of what will happen is more comforting than an unknown future. Which means we will probably die to Providence. But hey, that is okay. There is no problem with that. Because it is a normal day. An average work day. In Infernum land. But we left off right after Moonlord, if I remember right. I think so. Actually, I do remember we got like the best loot possible from Moonlord, so we don't actually have to farm it. So that was cool. Yeah, we just do the boring grind. Do polter, do the rest. I mean, you guys know the drill at this point, surely. So, let's see. Let's see what we can get done. So yeah. I don't really know how to start, how to get back in. Actually I do know we always start with clone. We can barely make. Wait, when was that? Hello. Spectre Rover Anchor Arena? Yeah, that's a wicked team, bro. I mean, to be fair, you don't really have that many options early on, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. But I mean, early on, I mean, as long as you have fun, you know, that's the best thing. Having fun is a great start. It is not night. Honestly, I don't even remember what is even the Anchor outro skill. What does that even do? I have no idea. Even if in my own team, I don't even know what it does. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're at a stage where, like, it's very forgiving. Like, stuff isn't really super hard or super costly, so you can just try out a bunch of stuff. See what works, see what is fun. And again, I mean, you are very limited in your options, so it can't really be super hard. That would be kind of unfair. Oh. Wait, you can't have what? You can have favorite thing instead? What? Does that even work? Does that even make a sense? Actually, another thing about it. What is the point of like Rover in that team? Like, what does she do? So if I remember right, there's like one other standard 4-star that gives you like bonus basic attack damage on outer skill, which would pair kind of well with Anchor. If you want to make her like the main DPS of the team. I don't remember who it was, so I think it's Sanhua or Mordefi. I think. One of them buffs like auto attacks. Do we have the arena? And it's on the completely other side. Amazing. Actually, It kinda sucks, because we have to put the pylon there now, because we have to pod there a couple times, but we have to come back here for the abyss later. Ooh. We can need like 2 hell pylons. It's just there for the time slowdown, I see. I see you really like the slowdown. Which I mean, again, it's fair if you like it, sure. Is echo increase damage for the next character? Yeah, but I mean, you can put an echo on any character, right? You can also just put it on Verena. As an example. Or any other character you would replace Rover with, alright? Technically. But again, I'm not trying to force you, you know? I'm not a big meta chaser myself. Okay, I think that's an okay-ish spot to be. Just rejuvenating and glowing all over the place. Yes. That is what she does. Goddamn right. Honestly, I still can't wait to replace Verena. In 2 days, hopefully. I pray for that to happen. I'm so sick of playing her. I still have Zen on. Oops. Oh, actually the spot is kind of bad. Ooh, I realized a grave mistake in my design. The fact that we have no way of having them spawn off screen here. Okay, it should be a bit better. Oh my god, we're just floating around, man. What is that? What the? Oh my god, man. This thing is menacing, bro. Okay, I don't want to deal with that. My heart is too weak for that. And my inventory is too small. Oh! But I almost died. Bro, how do these things actually kill me in like 2 hits, man? I'm just trying to clear my inventory. I don't even want to hit them. My god, flame wheels. Okay, 30 more. Let's see, how does their AI even work? Like, how do they bounce this way? It's so weird. Okay, we have no more recall. It's kind of sad. I guess what we actually should have done is just do Dreadnoughtus before we go dungeon. But it is fine. I mean, we're not going to use 2 returns here. Hopefully. Maybe we do. Getting a little bit scared, man. It's like dying in the dungeon is just so anticlimactic, man. The issue is that death is too expectable. Like, it is too obvious that you can just die there. It's a kind of a bad death, because it's just boring. But yeah, probably just do Nautilus now. And let's hope we kill enough while it's still night. I mean, we have like, what is that, 100 seconds? I mean, it should be enough for killing 5 of them, right? It takes like 10 seconds. 10 seconds with non-existing aim. Oh my god, wait, these things chase after you? Kinda scary. Okay, potions. We do need a lot. I guess we just go for returns. Does mean it's the same price, so why not? Kinda expensive, man. Wait, why would you ever craft recalls for 10 if you can craft returns for 10? What the? Game trying to scam you. And I did the wrong one. Oh my god. I'm wasting my orbs, man. We do need haste though. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if that's enough for the rest of the run, but I don't want to do the math. Okay, I guess we do old ones. Sure. Why is there that? What the? Oh. I know why. Interesting. Come on. Alright, after we do this... we still need Sand Shark, and I think then we do Polter, I believe. This feels so weird that we don't have to farm Moon Lord. So weird. Yo, Dimitri, hello. Hope you had a good stream, man. Hey, you dead, hello. But I think that's about all we need. Just Sand Shark. And then we game big time. I think there's no way that's it, man. I'm forgetting something. There's always one thing we forget. Actually, we do kind of want to get Crabulons, though. Do you even have a mushroom biome anywhere? We have one there, that's fine. Sure. Yeah. Okay, well, we now figured out the rest of the run. We still have to wait for 5 minutes, yeah. Amazing. Incredible. What if there's a single mod out there that actually reworks this event to actually make it good and fun? I wonder. Playing Inferno melee and you're stuck on Poltergeist. What I used to do when I played melee Poltergeist, I used the... Actually, what is the weapon called? Was it Cosmic something? What was it called? There was like this one melee weapon that I really liked using, which honestly feels like one of the best options for Polter. Oh, actually it was an upgrade of Star Wrath, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, the Galactus Blade. That would be my personal recommendation for Polter as a melee. If you really want to stick to melee. I think the weapon is really good. And as long as you're able to keep him kind of into place, you should do a lot of damage. Now, if you're asking for like more general tips, in terms of like dodging and stuff, I'm probably not the best person to ask, because we just delete Poltergeist in like half a minute. And then we just play the Desperation pretty much. Yeah. My inventory is set up. But it's even worse this run, because we don't have enough stuff to get a Void back. Because I refuse to go back and farm spores. So we have even more garbage with us than usually. Or do you delete Polter? I mean, you're gonna see in like 20 minutes or so. But in TLDR, we just have these sentries, but 6 of them inside of Polter. And each of these beams they're shooting can hit multiple times if they're right inside of an enemy. That is basically what we do. And you probably know when you spawn him, he does like the 3 dashes. And then he like throws these balls at you, right? And we pretty much kill him while he's throwing the balls. We actually even have a DPS meter this run, so I think we do about like 100,000 DPS or something during burst, if I remember right. It's a disgusting combo. It does so much damage. It is so broken. Which I mean is great for people like me that can't do Polter otherwise. Because I'm so damn bad at this fight. The best for speeders. I would assume Summoner is probably a very solid choice if you do all bosses. Oh, I forgot the things. In our case, we skip like probably half the bosses, so switching is way easier and faster. Because Summoner needs like a lot of setup. There's like a lot of different things you really need to get to actually get strong. Because you're just so dependent on... what do you call it? On like summoning slots and stuff. So no, we're just gonna switch. As a matter of fact, Poltergeist is the only fight where we play like 50% Summoner. Besides that, we don't play Summoner at all. And again, even Poltergeist, it's questionable if you want to call this a Summoner setup. We just use the old one's armor. But our main weapon that we actively use is going to be a mage weapon. But our main damage weapon is going to be a Summoner weapon, so... call it whatever you want. I would call it like a hybrid. It's like a mage Summoner hybrid. Okay. Fix the Reforged maybe a little bit. Then we do... What's this guy called? Sandchuck, right? Yeah. Oh, we have no dynamite again. That's tragic. There's just lava everywhere. And we have no sandstorm. Damn. Okay, man, where's my damn demolitionist? There he is. Oh my bro, we don't even have spelunkers, man. How am I supposed to find anything out here? Nice. Second chest. We're not lucky. Oh, do we have the wrong... No. Ah, but he didn't have an HP bar for some reason. Interesting. What the... Wait, what am I? Why do I look so weird? Is that... Wait, I've never seen that armor when you install. That looks so weird. Interesting. Oh, actually, we still need to do cryogen before Poltar. So we need Sand Shark, cryogen, and what was the last one? Crybillon. Then we do Poltar. Yeah. You know, again, not that it's a big deal when we do cryogen. But I think it just makes the most sense to do them at that point. Okay, we're playing very good today. Imagine that to Sand Shark. Yeah, honestly, I think I might just do quick reset. I really don't want to die to this thing. But I think I always want to play his first attack in like a very particular way, and even if I don't get it, I keep trying to go for it. That makes no sense. But I remember there's a reason why we do this thing after Mono, man, because I'm just so bad at that fight, man. I think that's like one of the few fights I actually got worse over the time when I played less Terraria. I think I used to be kind of good at this fight. Nowadays, man, I'm just washed. I'm a husk of what I used to be. See, that's what I'm trying to do here, man. That's what true gaming looks like. Alright. Cryogen, which I believe we can just craft. No? Well, why not? Oh, because I made so many essences. I see, yeah. Actually, that does make sense. Makes a lot of sense. I keep forgetting my war table. Okay, there's no hollowed, right? No, there's only crimson here, that's fine. I have no idea how I lost my ice blocks. It's literally one of the reasons why we have to shimmer our early game summon. Okay, guess past meters did not care. So sure, can I blame him? Because it is me after all. Okay. Crabulon? Poltergeist. And I believe we are looking pretty fine then. Okay. Now, time for the big switch. We do need Mage Emblem. We do need Mana Flower. Do need this thing. And what's the last thing we need? Missing one item. Normally we got a Summoner Emblem, but it's only when we don't get the Sentry one. Or am I stupid? Wait, do we get a Summoner Emblem still? Maybe we do. Oh. I mean, yes, we do. Until I can remember what we're missing. Alright. Reforges look solid. I think that's it. I mean, I say that until in 2 seconds I remember what we're missing. And it's like super essential for the skull. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. Finish Halbridge before getting a Voodoo doll? Hey man, just craft one. That is a little unlucky though, not gonna lie. Oh nee. I missed 2 blocks, that is tragic. It's a tragedy I will have to live with for the rest of my life. I mean, you need Calamity, that is true. So that's what I would do. I can die through. The two blocks, they're gonna matter, man. It's fine. Okay. I think we just go. So hope we don't mess it up more than usual. That is all I can really ask for here. Maybe also got the right armor, it would help. Nice, that's perfect. Hey Carrie, hello. Hello, whoa. Much. Not the cleanest skill, but I mean, hey, what can I ask for? Really? Bro, why is my RNG so good recently on Polta? Wow. Let's get the bow like every single run these days. Very cool. What's my damn mirror? Hello. Give me one sec. Now we can change all our accessories again, AP. See what I mean with the leading? Yeah, that's what I mean. So if I remember right, the entire fight, if you play Ideal, is like about 1 minute from start to end of Desperation. I think the actual fight before Desperation is like 30 seconds. Or something like that. You were studying, good job, man. Sounds big. But if you're ever stuck on Polta and you don't mind cheesing, I can recommend this strat. If you understand the basics, and you can have way better gear than I have, right? My gear is not that good, but it is good enough. But if you have even better gear, I mean, it's going to be even easier, I would imagine. But very cool strat, I like it. Very good for people like myself with massive skill issues. We have to shimmer this one again. If we get to like 200, we might do that. Yeah, understandable. Very understandable. I mean, to be fair, from my memory, again, with like the melee weapon I told you. Now, it is way slower, definitely. But it's still not horrible. You can still skip, I think, like the evil dashes. Where it's like spawning the balls on each side. I think you can even skip that phase if you play melee. And you just time your stuff properly. So yeah. You don't have to play the entire nastiness of this fight. Because it has some real annoying attacks. Honestly, I haven't even seen all attacks probably. Why do I have a warrior emblem? And I'm honestly kind of happy about that. I just don't like that fight at all. It's just not for me, man. Probably made for somebody, but it's not me. Okay, you know what? Let's get crit on the wings as well, because I know I'm struggling big time on Providence these days for no reason. Talking about Providence, we need Ravager. Can't forget Ravager. Also happens way too much these days. What the hell is that? Wait, what? Wait, they're tentacles. Wait, what? Wait, unironically, I've never seen those tentacles. Is it pulled off the Providence? Yes, it is. But we still... Now, it's not like we have to do Providence. Technically, you don't even need Providence or Polta to beat the game. It just... We just do it for hardcore reasons. Because it does make the run a little bit safer. That is pretty much all. Also, I mean, as you just saw, we have a very easy strat for Poltergeist that makes the fight almost trivial, I would say. Like, it's kind of hard to die to Poltergeist. And if we can have a weapon that is so much later in the game, we can just delete bosses like Providence very easily with it. Also, I mean, we have way more damage than we're supposed to have. And that's kind of why we do it in that order. Also, if you would do it the other way around, Providence itself doesn't really give good weapons. So it wouldn't really work the other way around. If, let's say, we don't do the cheese strat and we use Providence stuff. It just doesn't really work the same way, unfortunately. But the main reason we do Providence is mainly And we get a Ram Dash for free. That's cool. But it's actually mainly for the armor. Which doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, with armor I mean Bloodstone armor, by the way. Not the Tarragon armor, because it's not that good of an armor set in my opinion. But I also don't mind this. I don't know why it looks that way. I know it looks horrific, but I can't change it. Good accessories? I mean, you have the Ram Dash. That's a good accessory, sure. Besides that... You have like the Summoner Shield item parry thing? Which I mean, I guess if you want to use it. I don't think it's that crazy. The thing is, Eula Bloom, for me personally, it just... If you want to be more tanky, right, Tarragon is a good armor. But that's about it. Because from my personal experience, Tarragon armor has less damage than all the Moonlord variants. Now for weapons, I don't know. Are there good weapons you can really get? I'm not sure. What do you get from Yule? Any cool weapons that I recognize? Not really. At least I personally don't recognize any of them. It's really outstanding. Half of YouTube is watching Brainrot instead of this legendary life. I mean, sure. I mean, I prefer the younger people watch their Brainrot instead of coming in here trying to spread their 6-7 propaganda. I might be honest. So I don't really mind. But unequipping Stardust to get silver? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Even to be fair, I think blood armor is still... I mean, it depends, actually. On Summoner, I'm not really sure. I mean, I like blood on Summoner, because it does give you a little bit more tankiness. In reality, it probably gives you a little bit less damage, depending on the boss, because you also don't have a sentry slot from it. But yeah. Okay, we have Unreal on that, we have a full crit, I hope. Almost. My god. Okay. We have this, so we can actually see something. Oh, very cool. And let me do this. I actually used some potion and I don't know what it is. That is kind of bad. Oh, that's Featherfall probably. Yeah, it's Featherfall. Okay. It's fine. We just get more when we need more. One suffer brain rot, yeah. Isn't that a true statement? Everybody will at some point. I can't wait for the day where I will think 6-7 is a funny meme and it's like the funniest shit ever made by humans. It's gonna be a great day for my human development. What did I do? Summon only Massacre Staff? I mean, I didn't. I mean, I never played Massacre's Death in the first place. The E meme. Yeah, man. That was a good meme. I honestly, I never really understood where that meme even came from, I'm gonna be honest. I still thought it was kind of funny. Man, stop killing me, man. Oh my god. I'm just gonna die to Providence again, man. Isn't that crazy? Imagine how good life would be if we actually had positive life regen on like any file. Imagine that. My god, thank you. I played Eternity Death once and 2 Masochist runs, yeah. But if I said Summoner only, I'm not playing Summoner only on Moonlord. I'm not that goddamn insane, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit there for 3 phases to do no damage. Hell no. Recall, man. There's no reason to recall. Like, why would I recall if I can beat him without recalling? Why would I ever do that? It changed? Wait, did it change it? Did it change Moonlord? We deal less damage? Yeah, honestly, I don't remember if that's how it always used to be. You just did less damage or if you just couldn't even hit him. I honestly don't remember. What's the one that puts... Oh, you mean this one? This one is Nycro's no-hit. It's this one, Nycro's no-hit efficient, which, as you can tell, is normally meant for no-hit runs. But I like it, because it shows like the time and the attempt counter. Also, there's some other QL stuff that we have disabled. But you can also make it that you like respawn instantly, respawn with full HP and stuff like that, if you're into that. We didn't do Ravager. Ah! I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm so upset. Oh no! I'm so upsetty, man. 80% reduced. Ooh. That's a lot. That's a lot. But even Summoner is kind of broken, so honestly it's probably still doable. Probably still easier than most classes. Ah, man. Like, how do I still forget to do Ravager these days, man? I should have PTSD from not doing this thing, because it's such a damn waste of time. He just doesn't take any damage, man. This goddamn demon, bro. No way I should get adrenaline in this fight. Oh, man. Actually, I'm stupid. Maybe... Actually, no. Let's try if 1 is enough. Because normally we just do 2 because it's so fast to do. I think 1 could be enough. Oh, actually, no. We may need to do it for the cryo boss, but I think we're a high roll. So it should be fine still. The mount. I don't know why you guys didn't remember me, man. Like, just remind me next time, man. Like, there's you guys' job. Like, you guys are actually making me fight bosses almost on tier. Like, that is unacceptable. That is not how we do things here. Like, we're almost giving these guys a chance. Can't have that. Didn't reforge on that. And we actually need to get the mount. And then we die to dog, I believe. I did decide though, this time we're actually gonna use adrenaline. Was what I did the last 2 runs, I mean it didn't really make sense. Was we don't even need adrenaline for the last phase, so we may as well just use it before. And we have rage like guaranteed. Only boss I fight is Gal on tier? I don't know. I feel like Dog is pretty much on tier. Like, do we overgear Dog? I wouldn't say so. I would say Dog is also on tier. And I would argue, isn't Moonlord actually below tier? Actually, that kind of depends. Actually, no, we're kind of on tier Moonlord. Okay, guys, it's not like we cheese every single boss in this game. It's not that bad. Then we're kind of on tier. I mean, yeah, but we kind of cheese him to a point where he's like as much of a threat as like a blue slime early game. Pretty much. The first half? What do you mean the first half? This guy only has 1 half. He doesn't even spawn the other one. It's not because I skipped Deus. So you're saying I'm below tier then? On Moonlord? I don't know, could be. I don't really know how people define it for themselves. If they only look at weapons or weapon and armor and accessory, I don't know. No clue. But right, it is dog time. It's time to dog. If I had a dog summon, wouldn't that be crazy? It's interesting how I always have everything ready except the very summon I need for the next thing we fight. Interesting how that works. Okay, it just doesn't fit again. Bro, just go in there, man. It's not that complicated. let's go. How do I get hit in the first base, man? How does that happen? Oh, I didn't pay attention. Please face. Please face. Oh, I still can't count, man. It is embarrassing. My god. Oh my god. Bro, if Ocean Man would have died, that actually would have been a big issue. Oh my god, that was close. Oh my god, he perfectly curved around Ocean Man. Thank god. No hit. I mean, procced out dodge multiple times. I think we got hit twice, I believe. Oh my god. Reroll 3 luckies, man. Actually, how late is it? Like, do we try to finish? I don't know. Are we calling it now? I mean, we are kind of close to finishing it. Whatever. We can just see how far we get. Dog. What do we do after dog? Weapon. Anvil. Yes. Need to shimmer out dragon first. Such an ass run. I mean, unfortunately, I don't really care too much, right? I'm happy if we can just beat runs. Like, if they're bad, I mean, sure, but at least we don't die as often anymore, which is great. The underhouse bed, yeah, it's wicked, right? The remote storage access. I mean, we could do it, technically, sure. The thing is, for me... how would I say it? Even though I have mods installed for QL's sake, I don't want to abuse them to, like, the absolute maximum. Right, for example, I only have magic storage for the convenience of not having to deal with chests, right? I don't want to completely abuse it, right? Have like a shimmer, what are these things called? Like a shimmer terminal, like global access and all that stuff. I just don't want to go too far. I hope that makes sense. But it would definitely be efficient probably, because we just teleport around a lot. But yeah, I just don't want to use it. I think that's too much. But if you have it, use it. Go ahead. It's pretty nice. Even though, to be fair, I never really used it. I always forget it exists. And I think in casual runs, it doesn't really matter that much. Also, I think you probably spend most of your time just fighting bosses and dying, probably. But I mean, it is nice that you don't have to pot back if you don't have infinite returns or anything. That's weird. I'm weird. Unlucky. So what am I doing, man? I was like so prepared for the thing I'm about to do, and I have everything except the thing I need. Does that happen every time? We did spawn proof, okay. My god, man, I hate Frost Moon so much. I don't even know what's hitting me after that. Oh my god. And if I remember right, we need 70, so we're actually just too short. Unlucky. Bro, I remember the good old times where we actually had to farm these events the normal way, man. My god, I'm so happy you can cheese it so easily. At least with this weapon. What a damn blessing. Okay, I think it's time for the big fish. And since the strat worked really well last time, I mean, we just do it the exact same way. I guess. Because I'm still surprised how well it worked. Oh, actually, I kind of want to get a wizard rod for convenience. You know, actually, maybe I should get the technician just for the, like, the easy access. So we can just place me there. Probably do that. Where did this guy come from? What the hell are these guys doing? It's like crazy. That was a good spot, like here maybe? It's kind of high. Probably like this. Did I not place the campfire? I did, okay. Very important. 0.5 life region. Oh, actually, we do need to... Actually, no, it's fine. We didn't have the potions yet. But it's kind of hard for me to remember how we exactly did things step by step. Oh, actually, we do need the... Ah, we need the pickaxe. Right? Let me actually double check. I'm pretty sure we can mine this with this, right? I'm pretty sure. Wait, we can? You don't even need Providence for this. What? Okay, wait, that's a game changer. Okay, I mean, that's really cool. So do you need mining speed? Definitely. We do want the teleport potions. What else? Do we have this thing? We probably should get Zen and Calming to make our lives way easier. We do this, set up the Wayfinder. And I think that's it setup-wise, right? We just go down there, we just hit this thing, pop back up. Now, we kind of have to memorize, though, that while we go back up, we need to switch these two. Which should be doable. Okay, my gear is wrong. I don't know what is wrong. I guess we normally don't play with Affliction. Is that my scarf? I saw my scarf. I mean, do I replace Affliction? But it feels so wrong. I'm confused. I mean, I should use it. Yeah, I believe so. Yes. As we could switch it for the last phase. No, we just keep it. Okay. Potions have been activated, which actually is way too early because we still need to dig the hole. Okay, but we place this right in the middle. Make sure we actually are right in the middle. Oh, this is low. Should be better than Affliction. Very slightly, I believe, yeah. Okay, I actually hate how much HP we're losing because of all the drugs. And we can't disable them, right? Oh my god. Okay, we should never preemptively buff. That is actually horrible. I hate this. So bad. Okay, I don't think there's any way to get rid of the drugs, so... Okay, we are way off. Okay, I mean there's somewhere there. That's all we really care about. Yeah, we have negative life region, as you can see. We lose permanent. Right click. Bro, it counts as a debuff, bro. You can't right click them, man. That's what I'm saying. You can't get rid of them, bro. You don't even know what you're saying, man. I wish you could right click them. That's not how it works, though. I wish, man. Okay, anyways, we should be good. Let's just go. Leaving the game, I don't think that works. Unfortunately not. Oh, actually. Okay, now we're in the right spot. Oh, he's gonna do it weird though, right? He's gonna be on the same side twice. Actually, no. It's fine. Try dying, go one. Maybe I will. I mean, this thing can actually delete us in like 2 hits, so... It's a decent chance we may just try that out. Yeah. We were way too close to the platform. That messed me up big time. That was not good. I mean, did we have to recall that? If I get hit there once, I'm just completely out of the pattern and we just pretty much die. That is just how it is, unfortunately. Honestly, it's kind of scary though, because if I would forget to talk with this guy and go back, we actually just instantly die in the event. But unfortunately, it doesn't take so long to actually reset the fight. Which is really nice. What if the skeleton spawn? Mainly so we can just make it night at any point without having the risk of having events to spawn. Because if you use the normal day-night changer, I forgot what the name is called. Okay, fuck you. Guess I was too close. If you just use the Cosmolite, there's a chance an event spawns, right? Like a Blood Moon. And if you get rid of the Blood Moon, then there's a chance you get like a Pirate Invasion. But if you spawn Skeletron, you just get Skeletron and Night. You can't get a Blood Moon. And because you can't get a Blood Moon, you never have to instantly skip out of Night and potentially get another invasion. So technically it's like the safest way of making a Night. That's why you see me sometimes use it to just change time instead of using the Cosmolite. Which, to be fair, doesn't matter on average. I can't even tell you. Because you don't get invasions that often. At that point, it probably doesn't matter too much. Because we can get rid of pirates in like 10-20 seconds. But normally I still keep it. Because, I mean, why not? He's our buddy. We have him since like the first 40 minutes of the run. And he's with us for the entire journey. He's our homie. That's how I see it. Oh yeah, that is my reason. Now, I think 3 tries would be a good number. It should not take more than 3 tries. Actually, I know what my issue is. I need to run away after he does the dash here. Okay, that is really weird. My god, why is this guy so scuffed today? Okay, we should be fine now. At least there's no platform this time. Okay, I don't even know how this last one didn't hit me. That definitely should have hit me. Okay, there shouldn't really be any reason to die here. This guy should be dead. Should be dead in about 10 seconds. I just don't know where my cursor is sometimes. I literally can't see my cursor. Okay, we have the book that is all we care about. But yeah, statistically speaking, we have... What is the chance we win a run based on our past runs? I think it is a 1 in 4 chance. No, it's a 3 in 4 chance. I think out of 4 Calamitas, we die to her once. So I would say we have pretty good odds of getting this run down. That's cool. Oh, I have no mana flower. Ooh. I have no mana flower, man. It's okay. Actually, watch me die to Dragon Folly, man. That actually would be a new death. I would be down for that. Roll my mana! My god. Oh my god, what is that? I mean, honestly, that would have been a really cool death. I don't even mind. But okay, maybe next time. Maybe next time. Okay, maybe get a mana flower this time. Or maybe I should like keybind my mana pots at some point. I guess that would also help. Okay, we need to shimmer armor. Also, I don't care about this. We get the best armor in the entire game. Very nice stuff. Wait, they didn't even reforge the weapon, bro. What am I doing? But I was actually trying so hard to die on Dragon Folly, man. Oh no. I was trying so damn hard. Okay, that is unlucky. And that right there is why we need 2 Ravagers. Unlucky. But how's he taking like no damage? But since when is his weapon so bad on Ravager? What the hell? I'm getting scammed here, man. It's supposed to be the best weapon in the game. Okay, it's fine. Because I know even then, it will still prevail. Yo, Amir, hello. Alright, it's about time. we should be fine. I should forget, do we use Rage early on? Do we use it in the first phase? Honestly, I forgot. It's okay. My muscle memory will carry me. I don't think it's carrying me. Do I use Rage here? I can't remember. I mean, we just keep, whatever. Do I have a good seed? No, this is probably the worst seed we had in a long time. So this run is not that good. No, it's not horrible, considering my PB is in about like 15 minutes. Which is actually doable with this seed, if you just get good Yaron RNG. But the seed itself was horrible. And also played it not that well. Not at all. Oh, we get another skip? Just like that? Wow. Yeah, Uda, thanks for follow. That's like 2 skips in a row now. Wow. Okay, you know what? This could actually be a PB, can it not? I mean, my PB is like 3, 4, 7, right? And because of the new patch, we can just shimmer these. We don't even have to get the auric ore. Oh, it floats. Ooh. Bro, please just shimmer, man. How do you shimmer this? Please. Wait, you can shimmer these now, can you not? Wait, what? Or is it not deep enough? Please shimmer. I got scammed. Huh? Oh wait, you crafted. Oh, I just. Oh, you're right. I just saw shimmer on the wiki, and I was like, okay, just shimmer it. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. Boom. And it feels like cheating, man. Another after this? No. When we finish this run, we will switch games. We will play something different. So normally, one run, we do one run over like 2 or 3 streams, depending on how it goes. Because I would say right now, Terraria is like 50% of my playtime, my stream time. And also one run is slightly too long for me to do it in one stream. Yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks that we have the Yaron song playing, but well, can't really change it now. Okay, let me hydrate. I can't believe this is actually getting so close to my PB, man. Let me think. Did we forget anything? I do not think so. Yeah, I mean, let's just go, I guess. Let's see, will I manage to die to this thing today? The second time in Infernum speedrun history. Okay, damage is perfect. Get no birds. Oh, yeah, man, the music ruins this entire fight, man. I hate this so much. Yeah, it was kind of fast. But the music starts playing when we get into desperation, bro. This is such a joke. Wait, honestly, bro, wait. Whatever I did there was so clean. Wait, that is way better than what I usually do. Like, normally I play this way faster, and it just rot into a random projectile. That was actually kind of nice. Oh! Nah! Okay, we wasted 2 seconds. Bro. I think this may actually be a PB, is it not? Please don't let it. I don't want this to be a PB. 438. Please don't. What is it? It's a PB by 1 minute. How is this a PB, man? This one was so ass. Bro, what? How? This one was so bad. Wait, so you're telling me? You're telling me I had to go through the jungle, through the goddamn tree. So we had to summon queen bees, we had to go through honey, make the slowest elevator to the shimmer ever seen. We had the goddamn Infernum biome eat up our entire Plantera arena. We had to retry Plantera because I didn't realize that like half of it got cut off, but it was still below there. We had to farm for the Plantera summon because I didn't realize we had bulbs. We had to fight Ravager post-Providence, which is a huge time waste. What else is there? We messed up Worm 2 times. How? This should not be a PV. This is embarrassing. Unironically, the best thing about this run was the Calamitas fight. I might be honest. That, besides the early hit, or like the first pattern, that was bad. That was kind of bad. However, the rest of the Calamitas fight, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, sorry, not pre-worm that run? You mean last PB? Sorry, last run. I guess that is true, because we were doing the worm strat for the first time. I guess, yeah. But even then, last run, in terms of like RNG, and the fact that we first tried every single boss, it was just bad. It just was bad. In every single regard. And I think I wasn't even locked in this run. I think I was just... I kind of just gave up, honestly. After, like, Worm, I was like, okay, it's not going to be a PB. I can just chill. Actually, it was even earlier when I was looking up, like, the poltergeist weapon. Yeah, I don't know. But okay, now I know we can 100% get sub 430. Like, I was kind of doubting it with, like, the last run, because the last run felt pretty clean, as I said. But if I run this bad, gets 38, yeah. I mean, do you guys see what I mean with, like, if I play less Terraria, I get better? Like, I died 70 runs in a row without successful runs. I just don't play Terraria. Like how long was my break? Like 1 or 2 weeks or something? I just come back, we just have banger runs. But to be fair, we died a bunch... Was it yesterday? The day before yesterday? I don't remember. Right, but not every run can be a winner. Not everyone can be a winner. But like the percentage of runs that got successful are pretty good. So if I forgot how to play, I mean, I think that's every single run. So I should probably like delete the old ones, man. I still have my 6th one where I just reset. There's so many garbage runs, I just never delete it. Oh. Okay, I may have deleted my first hardcore run. Okay, that is fine. That is okay. I guess it was also garbage, because I mean it's not PB anymore. So that's fine. Just imagine there's 4. For 1 minute, man, I can't. I was stalling not in a winning run? I don't know. I mean, to be fair, we're never gonna get rid of that, right? Because I talked about it before. I'm still here to stream, right? That is like my primary objective. Like, I don't want to fully log into a run. Because then I literally just play the game. I can't really talk to chat or do whatever because I'm just logged into what I'm doing. So there's always going to be stalling in these runs. I have to think about what do I do next because I didn't have a chance to think about it earlier. But yeah, I mean, it's still cool to see them make some progress, you know. It's cool as Paul. With tomorrow. I don't even know if I want to upload this. Like, I mean, it is a PV, but it's 1 minute and it's a horrible run. I don't know, man. I don't know. Need to see how I got a PV from such an ass. I still don't know how. To be fair, I guess the main thing we got really lucky on was Moonord. Right, we did get everything from Moonord, and on average we have to kill like 2 or 3 additional Moonords to get our stuff. But again, how much time does that save? Like 5 minutes, maybe, at most. But yeah. The thing is, the worst part, I kind of changed my recording setting between streams. So I think I have 3 recordings, all with different settings now. And I hope they look similar enough, otherwise after every single cut, like, the quality is gonna be different every single time. But okay, it's more like a me issue. But okay, I mean, I would like to say, good run. Enemy was good, but I don't know. I still don't know how to call this run. It's not a PB I'm proud of. Let's just say that. But it is a PB, so I can't be too mad. But alright, I will do one quick break. And then we shall switch games. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, hello. Is me. Is it GG? It sure is. It's GG for the run. And it's also GG for Terraria for today. But in case you missed it, we did get a new PB. By 1 minute. Fantastic. Honestly, maybe what I should do next time, if we ever run that bad, I should intentionally stall more so I don't have to upload it. I mean, or what I could do, you know what I may do? I think I may just keep this run like in the back of my mind, because I do have the files. And if the next run we finish has a worse time, then I can upload this one. Maybe I do something like that. And then watch it take another 200 runs till we finish one. Oh, would never happen, right? Alright. But yeah, we can think about this next time. Boop. But now it's time to get some real gaming done. Also, you guys know me. I mean, Terraria, that's like the intro. Terraria is like the warm-up for the real game that we do right now. You'll finish mini papers against a ranger only. I mean, ranger, bro. I mean, as you saw, like, ranger has some good choices late game. It sure does. Ranger has some buzzing weapons. But I go for it. I would go for it. I guess it kind of also depends, coming back to like Poltergeist. Technically, if you use like the old ones, melee armor, you're still playing melee, right? If that works by your definition, so you can kind of get passed by him if your rolls allow it. And honestly, you probably do the same damage, if not more. And then you can just jump straight into a ranger gameplay. So what are we doing? We need... What do I do, man? I forgot the hotkeys, man. We need... Actually, I need to do more bosses, actually. I was thinking we found domains, but we do need... this thing. We only have 31 crowns. That's embarrassing. But honestly, man, I should probably also do like some certain class only runs at some point. Like the only class I played for like an entire run so far was like Summoner twice, I believe. Because I'm a huge Summoner sim. Oh my god. Was this guy unironically harder in Calamitous, man? This is crazy. How does that work, man? I have no idea what he even does. He just hits me. Alright, so we do get 4. If we get 4 each, I think we need 41. Max out a character? I think.
Plan with convention.
Let me check on a random one. Oh, it's 46. Okay, so we probably just spam this guy all the way. Sure. This guy's actually holding his attacks for like 3 business days. Oh! What, bro? I had my spell. What? I swear, I had my enhanced attack ready. You just canceled it out of nowhere. Was it game? It is gacha, yes. However, I may be biased, but I and many people would agree that this game is arguably way better than Genshin. But it is a subjective opinion, to be fair. But it's a gacha, yeah. It's called Wuthering Waves, and it came out... When did it come out? Like a year ago? Half a year? More like a year, I think. So it's pretty fun. I got back into it like a month ago. Because I got burned out of Terraria a little bit, and honestly it's been helping a lot. Right, because I pretty much non-stop streamed Terraria for like 1 or 2 months. All day, every day, just Infernum. But yeah, don't like gacha mechanics. I mean, I personally don't like these gacha systems as well. I think the games would be more enjoyable to play if they didn't have it. However, for me, the rest of the game is better than this is bad to me. If that makes sense. Like, I really enjoy the combat, the characters, the story, the lore. I like everything around it. Now, would the game be better without the gacha system? Yes. 100%. But yeah, I don't mind it as much that I wouldn't play a game because of that. As part of the reason is, I mean, it has a predatory side to it, definitely. The thing is, if you approach it from like a purely free-to-play perspective, what this is to me is just, how do I say it? It is simply a game mechanic that forces you into thinking ahead. But if you just keep spending money, right, you can just pull on everything you want. Right? But I have to be efficient with my pulls. But right now I have so many pulls, I can get like 3 characters guaranteed. Even if I have bad RNG. And I know exactly which ones I want, I know when they come out, and I'm prepared. So this doesn't really affect me that much. What's the new player experience? You can ask Yari if he's still in the chat, because he actually started playing like a week ago. What I can say is, from everything I've heard, it is a way better experience than Genshin. And that's about it. So do get eased into the gacha system a lot. You have like a lot of really good options early on. You can pull for very cheap. And you also get early access, or not early access, but you get very easy access to very good and fun units. Yeah, you get a lot of stuff for free. And I'm gonna be honest, I would say to some degree, I am a new player. Because I literally didn't play the game for, I don't know, 6 months, 9 months. Like a long time. I came back. It is crazy how much currency you get just by playing the game. It is incredible. And also there's a lot of content. I don't know if you played Genshin. It sounds like you probably didn't. But Genshin likes to put out events and it just deletes it once they're done. If you come back into this game, you have like a dozen events from the past that are still there. Like maybe I'm like halfway done with all of them, maybe. But a lot of them are actually really fun to me. So that's great. I would probably say the only weak point from a new player POV, maybe the story. The story, in my opinion, takes a while to become really good. However, as someone who's not super deep into story, it becomes really good for me personally. Played a lot of MMOs, but not Genshin, looking for a new MMO. I mean, honestly, same, man. Bro, I'm so desperate looking for a new MMO, I will go back to Lost Ark. I don't know if you know Lost Ark, if you've played it, quit it, whatever, but I will probably go back to it soon. Because Lost Ark, I mean, it just has the best combat out of any MMO I've ever seen or played. Now, I have quit it for reasons, but I think I may come back to it. Just because of that. I'm just so desperate for an MMO to play. I'm getting so desperate. I just want to be abused again. Story was peak from the beginning? Okay, maybe, sure. I don't have the best memory of the story. Maybe because I didn't pay as much attention. And I also didn't like the characters that much. Played BDO online. I did play BDO. When they brought out like the boss solo content. I think that was like maybe 2 years ago. Actually, let me check in my Steam. When was the last time I played it? Black Desert? I played it August 2023. For 200 hours. The thing is, I gotta say, BDO amazing combat. I love the combat in this game. My big issue is, from what I can tell, it doesn't really have like, how do I say it? It has, it doesn't have content I enjoy to engage with this combat system. To be fair, I can imagine BDO combat being better than Lost Ark. However, a big part of combat is how can you use that combat? Because you have your badass raid bosses in Lost Ark and all that stuff. You don't really have that in BDO, right? You just, for the most part, run around in circles, kill mobs that you one-shot. Now, it could be different if you like play PvP, but I'm not a PvP player, so that wasn't an option for me. And dungeons, from what I've heard, I never got into it, but apparently they're also not that great. And that's why I was looking forward to like the boss content. And the bosses were cool, but I don't think it comes close to Lost Ark. Yeah. So I would agree. I can imagine BDO combat being better than Lost Ark if you had actual content to engage with that combat system with. Yes. I could imagine that.
Plan with convention.
Because BDO, it goes really in depth.
By ingenuity.
Right, you have like fucking 30 abilities and they have like different states. Like when you press that button, you can press a different button and all that stuff. It's really in depth. It's cool. I liked it. Let me see. Like, how many things do we have? I'm getting so confused with the keybinds always. And also one big thing I really hated about BDO is there were so many systems. Like, it just feels cheap how the game is always trying to just have the game running in the background. Like, there's so much stuff that rewards you for just being AFK in the game. Which I wouldn't necessarily mind as much if the game wouldn't take up like so many resources. If you could have it like cookie clicker in the background, I just go one shot, I would be more fine with that. But this thing eats resources even when it's minimized and all that shit. I had to get a separate program to have the game run on 1 FPS and it still ate like 90% of my RAM. And again, it's not like you have to do it, but you are being incentivized to AFK. Right? For things like AFK fishing. For things like... I don't even know what it was. There was like this currency that like recharges like once every 3 minutes or something. And I just thought that was really weird. I just really didn't like that. But again, it's mainly the main content that was really bothering me. Played for like 3k hours. 3k, damn, that's a lot. That to kill PvP. Yeah, it's edge, man. But yeah, I really want to go back into Lost Ark. I actually checked today. I have like 5,000 hours in Lost Ark. I do want to get back. I really do. And I mean, at least now, since I'm not really in the end game anymore, I can approach it from like a casual perspective. I can just try it out, play the new class, play as many of the raids as I can. Maybe solo, maybe on normal mode, see if I get into parties. Right, if I just have an awful experience, I'm just gonna quit again, because I'm not too invested right now. Like, that's a good thing for me. So I don't really lose out on just trying to get back in. I think it's good about BDO is the PvP and combat. Everything else is terrible. Yeah, and honestly, funny enough, when I got into BDO, I had like a couple of friends that also played because of like a season or something that was going on. And they asked me, what do I even play BDO for if I don't like PvP? So, I didn't really have a good answer because I didn't know. It just looked cool to me. And I never tried it out. And I had it on Steam for like, I don't know how many years, because I got it for free at some point. But yeah. Is there anything we can do in the background while I'm just yapping? Is there anything chill? Oh, we can do fishing. Hell yeah. Perfect. We should go into Lost Ark. I can't get used to it. Is it like the camera? That is like what I've heard from most people that don't like Lost Ark, that just don't like isometric view. Which I mean is totally fair. If you don't like it, don't get used to it. For me personally, I didn't have a single second where I had an issue with that, because I played Diablo for years. I'm very used to this POV. Oh, actually, we should do this first. That's important. And yeah, overall, I think it really works well with the game. I think it does. It has like a lot of cool cinematic things they can do with that I don't think would really work from like the normal third-person POV. But at the end of the day, it is a taste thing, if that is your reason. And if it's not, then I don't know what it could be. Maybe you don't like the graphics because it's like Unreal 3. Nothing else to play it for, yeah. But again, the main reason I played BDO was for like the bosses, because they look pretty cool. And I mean, I like bosses, right? I played Lost Ark a bunch at that time. That was like boss content and it's solo. That's cool. Because I think at that time Lost Ark didn't have solo raids, which is something they should have put into the game way earlier. Not exactly a camera. We've played Diablo 3 and Link Between Them. Used to move with mouse wheel. Move with mouse wheel. So like instead of like left clicking, you just scroll? Or how do I have to imagine that? That sounds interesting. Because I mean, I just moved. What was it? Diablo was left click, right? I think Diablo was left click, League was right click. No. Was League also left? Bro, it's been so long since I played League. But I don't know, for me, it was like pretty much the exact same as Diablo. In terms of movement. Just scroll up and down to move. I mean... So you literally say scrolling instead of clicking? I don't know. Is that really... I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it is cool. I mean, I've never even thought about that. But yeah, I think you can probably not do that in Lost Ark. You have like an option where you can toggle if you want to move with left or right click. Or you can play with controller. But I think that's about it. Unless you have like some external program that converts it, but... I mean, if you're cool because of that, sure. Oh, we get the new banners tomorrow. Oh, boy. Tomorrow, man, it's gonna be a big day. It's gonna be a big, big day. But, I mean, at the end of the day, even if I go back to Lost Ark, I think it's highly unlikely I'm gonna stick to it, so I'm still looking forward to like new MMOs, but there's nothing really on the horizon. Like Aeon 2 came out in like Korea or China like a week ago, and I mean it's from NCSoft, so that's not great, and apparently the game itself also isn't that good. So that kind of sucks. I wish I have to go back. The story for Lost Ark was so long you got bored. I mean, in comparison to something like BDO, yes. But in comparison to like other MMOs, I would say it's pretty short. Because I remember when Lost Ark came out. Now, if you really log in, and you know the story, you can play through the entire story in like 8 to 10 hours. I think that is like the fastest I ever did it. And if you play through it casually, it's probably like 2 or 3 days. Or if you play Omega casual and you read everything, it's probably more like a week. So yeah, if there was a big issue, then yeah, sure. Ooh, that's nice. For me personally, I don't think it was that big of an issue, because normally I'm quite tolerant. Like, I don't mind playing an MMO story once. Even though in Lost Ark, I mean, I did it 6 times. Was any of my characters. And to sell up here at a win. Yeah, I don't remember what they don't like about the game.
The fish are over there.
I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, it didn't really look that amazing to me anyway. Or at least the combat. Like, I would prefer the combat from Blade & Soul. Which honestly, I'm so desperate, I also consider going back to Blade & Soul Neo if they release Soul first. If they release my main class, I may go back to that, even though the game is kind of dog. I'm just so desperate, man. Daily-based progression system? Yeah, that kind of sucks. I do agree. I still think that's kind of a design flaw of Lost Ark, that it's kind of just forcing you into playing a bunch of characters a little bit instead of playing a main a lot. That does suck, I agree. I wish you could just play your main all the time. Would be way better. But again, even then, it was still... While it was a downside, I didn't really see it as big of a downside. Because at least back then when Lost Ark came out, it was extremely easy to gear characters. So you didn't really have one main, you had 6 alts, or 6 mains, however you want to call it. Like, the only difference between an alt and a main back then was which character has a slightly higher item level. Like, you still do the exact same raids, you do mostly the main damage and stuff. But yeah, so it didn't really matter. I mean, it does suck if you only like one class. But for me, I had like 6 different classes, which I enjoyed, all of them. So it wasn't a super big deal for me. But nowadays, you can't really do that anymore. Like, it is so expensive getting into like current raid tiers. Also, we have to be a little bit smart here, man. This is a lot of storage that we simply don't have. Beautiful. I wish you need the Cleone, okay. Business for someone. I mean, honestly, same. Bro, I remember back, that is like one of my core memories of Blade & Soul. I remember raiding Vortex Temple when it came out. I got my necklace, or my Frost Soul Fist, and I was just farming Naxxun for 2 days straight to get the moon crystals to upgrade it. To like Awaken 3. And it gave me like 1% more damage. I remember on a summer day, it was like 35 degrees Celsius outside. I was locked into my room, complete darkness, running Naxxun for 8 hours straight. I was such a degenerate, and I loved every second of it. Okay, maybe loving is an overstatement, but I didn't really mind. I don't think I could do that these days, man. I'm too old for that. But the game made you do such degenerate stuff. Like, the fact, looking back... Last time I played Blade & Soul, you had to run a dungeon 300 times to buy the legendary from that dungeon. 300 times. And I did this in 3 days. Or maybe 1 week. My god. I was just built different back then, man. Good when VT came out? I see. Let me think. I started playing when I think Nario Sanctum was the highest endgame content. And like shortly after Black Temple came out, or Black Tower, or whatever it's called. And I quit after... Wait, we had Black Temple. Then we had Science Keep and Vortex Temple. Then we had Twilight Temple. Then we had... What was it called? Scarlet Temple? I forgot what the one afterwards was called. No, actually it was E.T. Eternal Temple. Which I raided for like a couple months. And then I quit, because my raid just deleted. But actually that was the funniest raid drama ever. So basically, our damage wasn't really that good. We had like no crazy whales, no nothing. It was more like a ambition at casual guild, I would say. And one day, an outfit dropped, which again is like pretty rare. Outfits are pretty rare, or like the final raid boss. And people started bidding like tens of thousands of gold, which is still a lot at that time. And our raid lead got so pissed at people spending so much money on that outfit instead of upgrading their characters to doing more damage. He straight up deleted all our raid sheets, deleted like our WhatsApp group or Discord server, I forgot what it was. He just nuked everything, kicked everyone out of the guild, and that was it. Because people spent too much money on the outfit that dropped. It's so funny looking back. Oh man. I mean, Mushin flow for money. Yeah, when I started playing, the moon crystals weren't they weren't sellable anymore. So I was even more pathetic. I was farming the bound version to upgrade my necklace. I couldn't even farm money that way. Oh man. Good old days. And now look what we have nowadays. We have Blade and Soul Neo. And it has the worst goddamn systems the entire gaming industry has ever seen.
May the gentle breeze bring a bountiful
Oh, yeah, honestly, I kind of like thinking back to like the Blade and Soul days though. It's kind of sad. I have no way of seeing how much I played the game. Like there's no playtime anywhere. I would love to know how much I played it. I have no idea. I wouldn't be surprised if it's also like 5,000 hours. I would not be surprised. It's pay to win as fuck. I mean, yeah, of course. The issue isn't even it's pay to win. The issue is how bad the systems are. Like the main issue is, you know, like in old Blade and Soul, you have like your skill tree, you can like put points into skills and they change effects or whatever. You don't have that anymore. Now you get books. You put the books in your accessories, and these books unlock certain variations of your skill. Now, you can't just remove the books for free. That would be too easy. You actually have to pay a currency for the removal of that. I actually don't know, there were like two ways. But the main way is to use books of the same rarity, dismantle them, so you get like book shards, and you can use them to remove the books. In other words, if you want to have two different types of the same skill, you need a different accessory to switch it out, so you don't have to pay a currency every time you want to switch your skill. And now you know what the best part is. The stats on the accessories are randomized. So if you, I mean, you're probably not, nah, that's a bad example. So just imagine every accessory can roll like crit or HP or defense or 50 other stats with like low and high rolls. So of course you want two accessories that both have good stats and high rolls. Yeah, it is. It is horrible. That is like by far the worst thing about Neo. It is not fun to engage with. It is just horrible. But yeah, that's how it is. That is gaming in 2025. Isn't it just great? And also the best part is, Neo has the same type of energy system as a gacha or mobile game. So you have like 100 energy per day that like recharges on the next day. And each dungeon costs like 10. And there's also field bosses that cost 1. And unironically, the best thing you could have done on launch is just do field bosses. Because there's a lot of really good stuff that you can get from essences. So unironically, the most efficient way to play on launch is to just farm field bosses all day. And guess what the best part is? A field boss takes 1 energy. Switching channels costs gold. So if you keep switching channels, you're just going to be broke in 2 seconds. And field bosses take like 3 minutes to respawn. I mean, now do the math. You can just sit there for 10 hours a day farming field bosses. Oh my god, it was horrible. I mean, I still did it. I'm not saying I should have. Actually, I've never done a full day. I could only do like 2 or 3 hours. It was horrible. But you made a lot of money doing that. Especially the bots, bro. Holy. I think BNS Neo was like the first game I've ever seen that had as big of a bot issue as Lost Ark on launch. I don't even know how that is possible. But like, you literally had more bots with you on the field bosses than real players. It was crazy, man. And the best part is, they always like fuse into like one abomination, right? You have like 10 destroyer on the exact same pixel. And all of them are like in slightly different stages of their animation, right? So it's just one abomination of the same character model times 100. Oh my god. And best part, I don't know if you heard about it, but Neo has been getting DDoSed for like the past 3 months or so. So on top of all of that, most people DC like every 10 minutes. Now imagine doing Mushin Tower, which can take like 20 minutes if you have bad gear, and you DC on like the final floor. Imagine that. Imagine DCing on the final boss in a dungeon. And again, best part is, you spend your like daily currency on every single boss in a dungeon. So if you DC and your team just kills the last boss, you just wasted your energy on the previous boss. Isn't that great? Oh my god. What a great game.
We managed to get all 4 lighthouses lit again. Do you hear the
Yeah, Neo
tidebreakers
was
cry?
something special.
They don't sound as sad, hurt,
And as bad as it
angry
is,
they did before.
again, I'm willing to give it another chance if I could play my main. I just had to quit because I just don't like any class besides my main. Like when I started playing Blade and Soul for the first time, I think I tried out like 5 classes, 6 classes, and I was literally about to quit the game. Even though I loved the game, I loved the combat, I just didn't like any of the classes. Until I found my main, which was Soulfist, best class in the game. Not really, it's kind of the worst class, because it has like no utility that anybody cares about. It was the only class I liked. And this class is still not out. I don't know how. The Neo has been out for like 6 months. I think they released like 1 new class. If I remember right, I think Lost Ark released its first class like 1 or 2 months in. And then like 1 month later, the next one. I still remember, bro.
I've
Lost Ark,
managed to decode inscriptions from
first
a few
class they
stone
released,
tablets I
my
found
main,
inside the
till this day.
ripples.
Oh my god.
Cetus the Tidebreaker is deeply
Good
connected
fucking
to the
times,
Sentinel
man.
Imperator.
Wall of Behemoth. Soul. You also a soul fight angel. Ooh. Actually, it's soul fighting,
In
right?
legends,
I was confused with Lost
Cetus
Ark.
the
It is a soul
Tidebreaker
fighter in
guides
BNS.
drowned ships and sailors to the realm beyond.
With big whale. Wow.
Yet they were fickle. When they sang in sorrow and fury, tempests raged.
Okay, so I need to pay attention. This is deep lore. This is fishing lore right here.
Until Imperator enlightened them with lantern light, making them a ruler of marine life and guardian of the sea.
So when do we get to hunt the whale, though? That's what I want to know.
Some of these ancient stone tablets tell of tales from long
It should play
before the
4
Order
classes
ever
down.
existed.
I remember
Besides Cetus the
I
Tidebreaker,
never played alts
I've
in BNS.
also found information
I literally
about the
only played
siren
Soul
that
Fight.
might have enchanted Mr. Starbuck.
Only time I made alts was when I came back into the game. And it was an event that was really
It's
good
a
for
remnant creature that dwells
for
in
your
the
main if you have a
depths
bunch of
the
alts.
Choli. It may even be the same kind
But I
as
only
Lorelei
played
who
Soul
we
Fighter
met
because
in
it was the only
Nimbus
class I
Sanctum.
liked. It was so nice, man. You have so much
With the
mobility,
Tidebreaker absent,
survivability.
The restless reverberations of the departed
The rotation is kind of brain dead,
likely
to be honest, but I
accumulated
still
in
had
her
fun.
body. Those lost souls were coaxing her to enchant the fishermen.
As I said, the worst thing about Soul Fighter is
She and the Tidebreaker
you don't really
share
have
a
very
symbiotic
desirable
relationship.
utility.
However, she is still
Like the
weak,
only time people
not
actually
quite
want a
as
Soul
fully
Fighter
formed as Lorelei.
is during like raid proc. Because you can just rest an entire group. But outside of that, you have a heal and you have a rest. It just... If you do normal dungeons, nobody cares about that. You also don't have the craziest damage. You have an okay burst. But as it doesn't even become a burst, because on Frost it's like your normal rotation. So yeah. I mean, I personally would say on BNS it is way less mandatory to have alts than in Lost Ark. Because the difference is in Lost Ark, you straight off get locked out of content. But you do a Chaos Dungeon, Guardian raids, normal raids, you're done. You can't get more stuff on your main. But BNS wasn't that way. Now, is it more efficient to make alts? Yes. But for me, I could play Blade and Soul all day on one character. I could farm Naxxon. I could farm Soulstone Plains. I think I even did a little bit of PvP back then. I could farm the Celestial Basin. I could farm dungeons. I could do all these things. And again, in Lost Ark, you can't do any of those. So I would say BNS in that regard is miles better than Lost Ark. Miles better. Now again, I'm not saying it's like the efficient thing to do, but it is something you could do. At least back then. I don't know about nowadays.
I believe she was the one mending Tidebreaker's wounds. Time to put our experience in the Nimbus Sanctum to good use. I'm certain we can make it work. It's just... Do you happen to speak the whale's language?
Of course, I'm a gacha player. I'm aware myself. Only get mad I was a raid kill, so I don't just use this. I mean, I guess. You're tired, hello. Allah, Allah, Allah. I mean, what does actually do it mean? Because like playing alts is useless in that term. Because you don't get raid mats on your alts that you can use. Even though, to be fair, it does depend, because technically there were classes that don't even want to use raid gear that much. Or at least not the weapon. Oh my, I'm doing great. We had a pretty good stream so far. Played a little bit of Terraria. Got a personal best in our little speedrun that we did. So it was nice. Hope you also had a great day. But coming back to like the old stuff.
I'd like to sit down and have a nice chat with Tiebreaker once this is all over.
Again, I'm not saying it is efficient to just play one character. I'm just saying you could do it. You still get materials, you still get gold. And yeah, you can enjoy your pain. Right, and since I just ran dungeons all the time, I never had issues with like normal materials at some point. Those were right accessories? The accessories, yes. The weapons, no, not necessarily. I think Soul Fighter is one of the classes where the non-raid weapon was actually better. Even though I still used the raid weapon because I thought it was cooler. But I mean, yeah. But again, you still need stuff to upgrade it, right? So running all these dungeons gives you materials that you can use for upgrading. It also gives you sellable materials. And it has the chance for drops that you can also either sell, or you just have people that bid a lot on legendaries. So, that's why I did it. When I started Wuwa, I played Wuwa on release until Zeshi came out, and then I quit. And I came back like a month ago. Which is why my character roster looks like this. It's literally stuck in the past. Like, Chun-Li is the newest character I have. I'm so behind. You started 2 months ago? Oh. So you probably have like Shorekeeper. Or... what's it called? Or Camellia, probably? I don't have either, and I wish I had one of them. The DPS Ling Yang. Honestly, I actually mained Ling Yang when the game first came out, because I didn't enjoy any other DPS. To be honest, his voice lines are really annoying. His personality, really annoying. But his gameplay was actually pretty unique and enjoyable to me. But I'm glad I'm past him.
Plan with convention.
I know we're just on Mommy Chun-Li till we get better characters. Which should happen in the next two versions. Actually, no, just the next version. We should get them all. But yeah, bro, I'm desperate out here. I have like 50k asteroid lying around waiting for characters I actually care about. I'm desperate. Wait, are you free to play? You're not, right? Yeah? Wait. You tell me, you started okay, we talked about like Wuwa new play experience. You started 2 months ago. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars and 2 signatures. Holy. I mean, to be fair, I guess it makes sense, because I've been getting in total like 40,000 asteroid just with like 1.4's content and upwards. And I'm still nowhere near done. And as if you also have the entire first continent, I guess that makes sense. Actually, since we're new, do you still get the 2 tickets where you can just select a 5-star? Do these still exist? Could you like pick 2 standard 5 stars? Because that was something on launch. I don't know if that's still a thing.
You've returned.
Yes, okay, then I can now say new player experience is probably great. I would say, considering that. That is really good. Yes, but different? You only get 1. Okay. Or 2 if you're new. Or maybe it's like staggered. You get 1 early, you get 1 later maybe? Because Yari is pretty new. It's like very early on.
And I only found Plank over there.
Well, if it isn't my first mate.
Oh, it's Brand. It's El Brandio. Taxi made it so much faster. Bro, Taxi was so good back then. Like Taxi on Nario Foundry. Wait, was it Foundry? Oh, what was there? Was like one dungeon where Taxi was like almost mandatory. I don't remember which one it was, but Taxi was amazing. And you also have a blue buff, so you get easy access to parties. Assassin was such a good class as an old. But yeah, I also just didn't like it. Even from the newer classes, the only class besides Soul Fighter that I at least a little bit enjoyed was Gunner. Fire Gunner. You have like the fattest bird, like you just bust all over the boss for 10 seconds and then you do no damage for 1 minute. Pretty fun class. That was like the only other thing, but I could also not take it seriously because seriously gearing alts in this game is so bad. Because you actually had to raid on alts to get them geared properly. Okay, I get to choose 2 banners for a standard banner character, and then I choose Shoki for the other. But I'm confused. I'm aware there's like the Shorekeeper and Camellia banner, and you can like choose which one you want to pull on. So you have this, and you can choose one 5-star, like one standard 5-star. Oh. Coming for Christmas? I mean, I hope it's gonna be big. Like, normally gacha games don't really care about Christmas, because Chinese New Year is on like January or something. But the fact that the new patch drops on Christmas Eve... I mean, maybe they're doing something big. Quit right before it. You said you quit before BT, right? I think. Actually, no, you said before... Was it VT? BT, VT? I remember. When did Gunner came out? It definitely wasn't there for BT. Around VT. Oh, if I had to guess, I think Gunner came around shortly before TT. Somewhere before Twilight Temple, I think. Was it around Vortex Temple? Or maybe. I don't remember if we had Gunners around at that time. It's been too long. Gonna choose a limited 5-star again this year? Oh, I have heard about it, but that was for the anniversary, was it not? We could like choose from like 10 different banners which ones you want.
This is quite the ship
I think it was the
here.
anniversary.
Looks like it's seen better days.
But I mean, that would be
though.
amazing.
It seems you've grown a strong connection with it.
Like, if we get that,
A few days ago, Ahab
I would probably go for
summoned me to
Lupa
take
or
helm of
something.
this fine vessel.
Lupa or Galbrenna. Because most of the characters I care about, they come up in 3.0. And Lupa and Galbrenna, they literally just had their banners. To be fair, I really want Shorekeeper, but I think she should come back fairly soon. Hopefully in 3.1.
To be honest, I haven't the slightest clue. By the way, where are you now? Is that your gondola that's sailing away into the waves?
But I mean, as long as we get free stuff, hey, I will not complain.
I'm coming to see you, my love.
As long as I get more free shit to
It's
pull on
Starbuck.
waifus, hey, that's all we need here.
The scoundrel's hightailing with the boat.
You there! Stop!
The might of my love can withstand any tempest, for it is ever stronger.
Oh, it's the Rizzler. He's back. He's back to rizzing.
He's heading straight into the storm! After him! The man's lost it!
What's happening? I kind of lost the plot, man. The fishing lore, man, it's getting too intense. Oh, we get the big ship. Oh my god.
Fast.
Big ship means big fish. Oh my god.
This ship doesn't seem to require a full crew to operate. A captain will suffice.
Oh, that's convenient.
All set and ready for sail?
I mean, of course. That's why I'm here. Oh shit.
Hold on tight. Fight till the end, Pequod.
But how are we even gonna rescue him, man? Homie's just cooked.
To the abyss.
Alright, we're going whale hunting today. There he is, man. There's the big boy. Wait, who's that? Was that a whale waifu? Hello? Wait, who is that? Lorelai's Kindred? What the? Wait, I think that's like the first time we get to play Brand, actually.
In the limelight. No worries.
Yeah, bro, I have no idea what he's doing.
Same actor.
I know he has like a big anchor somewhere in his kit. Actually, shouldn't it be his ult? What's my ult on cooldown? Yeah, I have no clue what he does.
Crystals, give me strength.
As someone who's played Genshin for 4 years, it intersects in almost every single category for how much funding they have.
Answer me.
I mean, I think we talk every time I play Wuwa, we always come back to like comparing it to Genshin. But I played Genshin for 2 years. Like I hit AR 60 before I quit. I mean, Wuwa is better in every single aspect to me. I don't think there's a single thing I like more in Genshin. I would have to think. Was there anything better in Genshin?
Let the flames rise.
I don't know. I think the combat is worse, the characters have more boring design, the story is more convoluted and less epic in my opinion, but it has more depth, I think. Like the exploration is just bland, the mobility is just horrible, the dodging system is just non-existent, it feels like a bug. I mean, you can literally fly in Wuwa, that's like the most badass thing I've ever seen. And most importantly, Wuwa is actively improving. Like, I played Genshin for 2 years. It was the exact same game for 2 years. It hasn't changed a single bit. I quit Wuwa for like half a year or whatever. This is a different game. Like, literally everything got better. Story got better, characters way more interesting. Honestly, cutscenes. Like, some of the cutscenes are literally a goddamn anime episode. So yeah. What else? I want a little bit on a rant. What I miss? Every time I talk about MMOs, I suddenly want to try Lost Ark again and launch it, realize everything is time gated and close it.
Alas, my duty as acting captain has been fulfilled.
I mean, if being time gated
Farewell,
is such
my
a big
friend.
issue for you, then yeah, I guess it isn't for you. Like, if your main goal with an MMO is to be able to play it on one character for like 10 hours a day, I mean, yeah, it's not for you. However, if you treat Lost Ark, if you really only want to have one character, if you treat it more like a game that you can play for like 1 or 2 hours a day, I still think it can be enjoyable. Even though, I mean, I of course don't know how the current gatekeeping situation is and stuff. But just in terms of like combat and content that you do have. Yeah. I mean, yeah, gacha system is also better on Wuwa, yeah. You also get way more free shit. But I remember, to be fair, I didn't play during the anniversary in Wuwa, so I don't know how good it was. I remember the first Genshin anniversary, you got like 5 event pulls. And people were just losing their goddamn minds. Now, I don't know if Wuwa was better. I mean, I haven't played at that time. To be honest, I wasn't even mad at the anniversary. Like, I didn't care. I mean, I get free shit. I'm not gonna complain. But a lot of people were really upset. Animations and graphics. Yeah, I would also say Wuwa is better. I think the best example is like, I feel like everybody draws that comparison, but like I feel like Changli is what Yae Miku could have been. Not 1-to-1, of course not, because I mean Yae is like a shrine maiden and she's just hot, right? But I don't even mean the outfit in general, I just mean the details. Genshin character, again, I'm talking from like 2022. That's around the time I quit, or like 2023. But until I played, they were just really bland. I think most characters, they didn't really feel like they had depth or really details. But unlike these characters, so many little details. But you have like these random markings there. She has like a neck thingy I never really saw. She has like she has braids, that's cool. She has like these things, that's a bow. By the way, why do half the characters in this game have a bow? I still don't understand. You have like some complex stuff on the clothes, like some weird stuff you can't even really read. You have like an interesting hairstyle. You can actually see almost the back of the character, which I don't think you could on like most Genshin characters for some reason. So, I mean, to be fair, these are like not really things that really bother me when I started. These are like things, they become apparent if you have a comparison. Right? I mean, I would say most people that played Genshin when it came out, they were like, holy shit, this game looks amazing, the character's beautiful, combat amazing, right? That was me. I used to say that. And I would say it is true because I didn't know how it could be. Right, but again, the issue is Genshin just doesn't go with times. And again, I don't blame them. But if I was MiHoYo, I would do the exact same thing. You have a money printing machine with people that have invested 5 years of their time in that game. If they haven't quit yet, it will take a lot more for them to quit. So before you start to change the entire game, you just stick with what you have, you just make money passively. But yeah. Anyone to not care about needing to play for 1 hour every day, like everyone don't feel like you're falling behind. I get that. If you're not into dailies and stuff, yeah, that is an issue. But to be fair, Lost Ark has what do you call it? It has like a resting system. So if you don't do your dailies today, you like fill up a bar, and the next time you do it, you get like double the loot. So it's not like you completely lose out on the day, but you're only running at like 80% efficiency. Or maybe low, I don't remember the number. But yeah, technically you do lose some stuff if you don't do it every day. That is true. And again, if that bothers you, then yeah. Sure. Issues, I feel like most MMOs are going into that direction. Right? They want to give you something every day you can look forward to. Even though not necessarily in terms that it's fun, but in terms of progression.
Tiebreaker.
Like, your art is good. When you study art, you realize it's bad.
I still remember when you flipped
Yeah.
over our boat last time, you know? But
I think, to be fair, I mean, people are memeing about this a lot.
Like
I've seen this like a couple of times. Like,
something like
like what do
big
Genshin
folks
and
let
Wuwa
little
players have in
things
common? They both talk about Genshin all day, right? Which is true. But I think it's... What else could you really compare Wuwa to? But it is obviously... It is inspired by Genshin. Obviously. So these games are like the best possible ones to compare them to. Because they literally have the exact same systems even. And I just can't objectively really defend Genshin. Again, I'm not saying Genshin is a bad game. Right? Genshin is still a great game. However, in comparison, if you have an 8 out of 10 meal, and you would get a 9 out of 10 meal, the 9 out of 10 meal would be better. It would be more tasty. Doesn't mean the 8 out of 10 meal isn't good. I think that's what a lot of people don't get right. Just because I personally say I think Wuwa is the better game, doesn't mean Genshin is horrible, and if you play you waste your time. But people are very tribal about their main games these days, right? If you invested 5 years into a game, you don't like the idea of hearing other people shit on it. MMOs are going towards dailies and you hate it. And most of them do. I mean, BDO is like one of the bigger ones that doesn't do it as much. Because you have like this infinite grind. But yeah, honestly, we can just hope that at some point somebody's gonna take a risk and does something new. But the issue is MMOs take so much time to develop, so many resources have to be invested to get an MMO even running. So people that aren't like huge companies with a big history aren't really willing to take a risk. Which is understandable. Like, why would you put so much money and development time into a genre where if you just follow the formula, people will probably not like it? So you have to risk it, and there's a chance it's just going to be a total flop. Right, that's why people were looking so much forward to the Riot MMO. Right, big company. In terms of monetization, a good history. So they definitely have the resources, they have the time. They could make a great MMO. But yeah, we're gonna get that in like 10 years from now on. Genshin looks like an 80s cartoon anime fantasy. Wuwa looks like GTA, but anime with interesting characters. I mean, to be fair, what I'm personally saying is... How to describe it? I think Genshin is worse. I don't think Genshin is horrible. I think you just can't say that. I mean, as you said, when you played Genshin, you thought it's a great game. You thought you were never gonna quit this game. Right, and the fact that you could say this in the past kind of proves my point. Like, it's still a good game. However, it's worse in comparison. If you just play Genshin, you can be very happy. Right, just because Wuwa exists doesn't make Genshin worse. I mean, outside of in comparison, right? But yeah, if a new player tries both games, I think it is more likely a new player is gonna stick to Wuwa. I've also watched some videos about random people that tried both games. And yeah, there was like this one guy, I don't remember who it was. He described it as like, Genshin is like waking up with 3 hours of sleep after like a workout day, so like everything hurts, you don't want to move, you move for 5 meters, you just feel dead, you have like a mental breakdown. And Wuwa is like, you have like 8 hours of sleep, you have the best breakfast of your day, you know, you just feel great. And I mean, if you have that comparison, yeah. Video is also going toward weeklies and stuff. No. I mean, to be fair though, there's a massive difference between dailies and weeklies though. I can definitely understand why people don't like the idea of dailies. Right? Because sometimes you have a busy day, you can't log in. It sucks, right? Happens. But I feel like expecting people to do a boss every week, I think that is realistic for most people to do. But you probably have like one day where you can spare some extra time. So I think that's totally fine. Or if it's like raids or whatever, sure. Because I think you need to give people something to look forward to. That they can't just always do. I don't know if that makes sense. I think sometimes it's a good thing that some things are restricted. So you don't just completely overgrind and just burn yourself out. Was improving every update. Yeah, and honestly, that's a big reason why I still enjoy playing it, because I just hope it keeps getting better. But actually, since we talk a lot about like weeklies and dailies and stuff, that is still the main issue I see with Wuwa. Because like, I have a great time right now, right? I'm just doing all the side content, exploration, all the events. That's great. At the end of the day, it's one-time content. Once I'm done with all of this, I'm probably just gonna go back to logging in, spend my wife plates, and log out. And I'm gonna have like 10 minutes of gameplay a day. That is something I really want to see them tackle. Something you can log in every day that still feels meaningful to do, that is maybe even fun to do, that is not locked behind wave plates. But again, the game has been out for a while, they haven't done that yet, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. Don't mind weeklies nearly as much, but dailies is a big problem. Yeah, that's fair. I completely agree.
The big guy said that siren helped cure for its wounds.
Honestly, I think games that have dailies, like Lost Ark, they should have a perfect rest system.
That's why it didn't want
I think it would make the game better. If you don't log in today, you can log in tomorrow, and you get literally double the rewards. So you don't lose out on anything.
I have something to ask.
And you make it capped for like a week. Like if you don't play for 2 weeks, okay, you shouldn't get the rewards from like a week ago. Or 2 weeks ago, I should say. I think that's fair.
Of course it is. Look at it.
I mean, like, at this point, are they even still dailies? I don't know. Like, I kind of understand why they don't do it, but...
You were tricked and
The
deceived.
funny thing is,
I know that an acolyte
ironically,
like me
games
is
that
in no
restrict you,
position to represent the order.
it's like a good and a bad thing, right? If you don't restrict yourself, if you don't restrict the player, you have the chance the players keep running this content and just burn themselves out. That's bad, so you restrict it. But if you restrict it, you may burn players out because they feel like they have to log in every single day or they lose out on rewards. Which is a different type of burnout, but it's still a bad one. And then you have, I think it's such a cool example, because like, if you look at something like BDO, okay, it still gives you bonus rewards because of like this energy system. So technically you still want to grind every day, but you can still grind 10 hours suddenly in a day. You don't play the game for a month, you just grind for 20 hours when you come back. You can do that. And because you can just grind at any point, you are less... what do I say? you don't feel as forced to doing it regularly as you are in a game where you're restricted to doing it daily. So it is funny to think how like keeping players from running content can make them burned out in comparison to just letting them done it as many times as they want. But it does depend on the player. But yeah. The loot mapper. To be fair, they massively buffed the loot mapper though. I read that at some point, because at launch it was like half the radius. They did change that at some point. But in comparison to Genshin, it is, yeah. Honestly, I would argue the loot mapper is maybe too big in Wuwa even. It is crazy how big it is. Warframe is one of the utmost... Tell me that stuff are done very well. I mean, you can definitely design it in a good way. Yeah, sure.
But I still wish to offer you an apology. Cetus,
The issue is when games start to
even if it's only my own.
timegate you for the whole sake of just selling you the materials through like an in-game cash shop. Which is probably the reason oftentimes why you're getting time gated.
It says don't beat yourself up over it. You've been following its trail all this time, helping fishermen and receiving gifts of the sea yourself.
But I was really hoping we can hunt that whale with my big new ship.
Oh, it also wants me to tell you, great job on catching that big fish earlier.
Just be yourself, whether it's giving or receiving, belief or hope.
It says,
I mean, there's some peak voice acting right there. What can I say?
I see. Thank you for telling me that.
sure we are. Nothing stands in our way when we tag team.
Sure, man. And I can't believe, I think this is actually the end of our fishing journey. Yeah, what if you catch the whale? I mean, surely that's doable.
What's up, big fella? Cat got your tongue?
Are they laughing?
I mean, I don't know. Isn't Genshin pretty much the same in terms of like getting primos? You still have your dailies with resin. You have your wave plates in Wuwa. You have your abyss. You have abyss and beaver in Wuwa.
Hey, where do you think
You have
you're
random
going?
one-time content.
So catching that whale someday.
If you ask me, it
Just
sounds pretty
you
much the
wait
exact
and
same.
see.
It's much worse. I mean, maybe it's worse in some sense, sure. But at the end of the day, it is still the same core loop. Maybe you get like less, or the content is worse, but it's still the same main idea.
Make it fast.
But we still have like this massive lives. 78, okay. Okay, the rest is probably on there then. But we're not done. Wait, what? Oh, we're not done. Yo, good night, dude. Good night, good night. I mean, honestly, looking at the time, I should probably also call it soon. We could probably finish this quest, right? Is that a short quest? I don't know. I don't know what this is. The Bouton de Rosé. Give me money and I give you goodies. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so I guess there's more reason to fish for a little bit. But what is this? Abyssal coral. Interesting. Okay, but like you just buy the shop once and you're just done. I see. Sandworm. I still don't really know what do you do with worms. Mysterious rewards. Ooh. Mystical. Okay, interesting. Wait, it does say it resets. Wait, no way this stuff actually resets. Wait, what? Huh. Maybe it does. Or maybe it's lying to me. Okay, find Ishmael. Where's my body at? Where is Homie?
I wonder if you've noticed.
What's that?
After you set the tidebreaker in the sea right again, Captain Ahab, Mr. Starbuck, and Mr. Queequeg all disappeared. I'm currently going over.
But is the thing so funny?
And it seems like
how they're putting so much money into like cutscenes and stuff, but then on these random NPCs that actually have dialogue, their mouth moves at like 1 frame per second. It literally looks like 2 PNGs, man. Like,
Captain
look
Ahab
at this.
spent his whole life on waves. He was the finest captain and fisherman this place ever saw.
Maybe
If we
Genshin
steer
isn't
our
so
course
bad
by
after all.
Ahab's example, we might discover things, even treasures he left behind. It's a possibility.
We can catch the whale?
Captain Ahab always had an obsession with the Cetus, but why remains a mystery. Well then, let's press on with this as our goal.
Wait, we can actually... Ooh. Okay, unless I misread, because I'm kind of spacing out. I'm getting kind of tired. Unless I'm spacing out, I think our goal is to actually catch the whale. Interesting. And we still have the canvas of life right here. As this canvas portrays, sometimes life seems without purpose. Sometimes life seems like a blank canvas. However, if you dwell further into the actual canvas of life, you can see certain patches of color that sometimes seem irrelevant. Sometimes it seems like they don't really contribute that much. Shut up. However, sometimes it's these small patches in life that really define ourselves. Sometimes it's the small experiences. It's the connections. It's the things we see. The things that happen around us that define ourselves. So even if it may look bland, there's still a purpose. Never forget. Very deep painting. Okay, anyways, I think that's about all random stuff I can talk today. Plus, it's getting late. I'm getting tired. So I think we may just call it here. Can we get some bonus loot? No. Okay. So, it's only 4 PM? Yeah, not for me. But, so, we started 2 hours earlier today. So you guys know how it is. We will start 2 hours later tomorrow. Or from the current time, like 1 hour, 20 minutes ago. Something like that. Is that right? Yeah, like 125 minutes. Oh. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Same plan. We're probably gonna do some Terraria, do some Wuwa after, and we'll just see what we can get done. But imagine we get another successful Terraria run. Oh my god. Yo, thanks for follow. Imagine we get like 3 runs in 1 week. Holy. That would be crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. But anyways, gamers. 5 runs before 100, bro, that would be crazy, man. A 5% win rate? That's a lot, man. It's a higher rate than getting your favorite waifu in 1 pull in this game. But anyways, have a good night, or a good afternoon, I suppose. Thanks for watching. Stay Giga Chad, and I will see you all tomorrow. Yeah, I know, man. Anyways, bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.